But before we walk, we are still in a fight zone area. If you see me do weird stuff like running or lay down on my belly and cover my head with my hand, or run to the buildings that look like this.
Yeah.
This is a shelter. Just do exactly what I do. We got between 7 to 12 minutes to do it. So if something happens, usually we are laid down, wait a few minutes, and then we continue. The last time it was 4 days ago. I hope that today will be quiet. So let's start. The army that's supposed to arrive in 5-10 minutes, because we got two bases. One is 2 kilometers from here, and one is 12 kilometers, 8 miles from here. And because they are under very heavy attacks, they couldn't send soldiers to here. So we are by ourselves. No one protect us, and that is the situation between 6:30 in the morning until 9:30 in the morning. In this time, 54 members of this kibbutz get killed in these 3 hours. Later on, another 10 people get killed. But in these 3 hours that the army wasn't here, that's the time that most of our people get killed. The army started to arrive in 9:30. First, a small unit of 9 soldiers, 4 of them dead in less than 20 minutes, 5 wounded. But slowly, more and more soldiers, more and more groups arrive until we have enough power. It's happened only in 6 o'clock in the evening, when the army go around the kibbutz and stop the gap between us and Gaza. That's time that no one get in, no one get out. The people that out of the kibbutz, the Air Force take care about them, and the people that here, a lot of special units start to fight. But we have to remember, it's a hard fight because we are all the time inside the house, and our soldiers don't know if we are terrorists or we are not. And the same thing happened about the terrorists. They don't know, because the terrorists run inside the kibbutz without weapon, because they spread weapon in a lot of places. So they can move like a civilian, but in the end they are terrorists. Very close to the safe house and block the view of the terrorists, and we came from this door. It's a huge car that it's hard to climb. My wife, she's a short one, so she couldn't climb. I don't have enough power to lift our dog. She's still 60 kilogram. I don't know, it's in pound or stone.
Large stone.
But it's a very heavy, very big American bulldog. So the army help us and take us. And when the car standing here, from here and there, they're still shooting on us.
Are they shooting the vehicle or your home?
On the vehicle. We go inside our young generation neighborhood. Young generation in any kibbutz is for young people after the army, and a lot of students that want to live here, because we are very close to the biggest college in Israel. So it's a very happy neighborhood. That I couldn't help, my neighbor is a hunt for net Egyptians that die over there, and another aunt of it is Uri Rosso from the Civil Defense Unit. It's a family that got 3 branches in the kibbutz, and any one of them get hit. 5 of this family get killed in this event. We got another family, it's called Kutz family. All the family, mother, father, and 3 kids are murder in in this kibbutz. But if you see, we got another picture. I just want to talk about, its name is Omri Michaeli. He's one of the unit, he's a commander of the unit that fight on this street. 8 soldiers was dying in this small street. And they have to breach any house. Even that sometimes no one live in this house because they go to visit the, but it was, all of the houses was full of terrorists. So many terrorists, this small street been taking, but something like 8 hours fight. It's such a heavy fight and so many soldiers get killed on top of our kids that murder here, rape you, kidnap you. It's for us is the worst place in the kibbutz. We continue down. I hope that our leader and their leader finds a way to live in harmony, and we live in harmony. But until that's happened, it's probably happening maybe in your time, not in my time, fortunately. We have to be prepared that something like this can happen, not only in Israel, all over the world, because this is a huge success for terror organization. The terror organization learn it all over the world. If they can do something like this in another place, they do it. If they can do it again in Israel, they will do it. So we have to be prepared. In one hand, we have to hold a big stick. Second hand, we have to hold a olive branch. I don't know if we succeed. Until now, we don't have a huge succeed. But we have to remember that Egypt was one of our worst enemy. And after a few wars, the leader understands that it's better. That even it's not a warm, loving between two countries. It's not like Sweden and Norway. But in our situation, even if no one gets killed, it's a good situation. Right. Don't forget that we still got 100 people in Gaza. We have to talk about them non-stop with all your friends, even if you are in college and a few of them doesn't like you. We have to talk, we have to stand about our belief, because it doesn't make sense that someone come to your house and kidnap you. After I say that, I want to say again that thank you for coming. When you're going back, if you're going back, right? And you talk about it and say and teach and show our way of living. So thank you very much. I must to say this morning was starting quiet. No one shoot on us no one shoot on them in 4 o'clock in the morning, but here it is. And it's happened in a second. And that's it. You got a first seat for a war. When we understand one day, I don't know when, that we have to share it. One state to the Palestinian, one state to the Israeli. Maybe then we understand that we can live together.
So I'm currently standing just kilometers away from Gaza, and I have Blaze here, and we witnessed a few bombings.
Right out there.
Just right over there. In fact, you can actually see the smoke that's rising up back there. We just prayed for the hostages that are still over there. We're taken from this land and taken just down there, and we pray for their safe return. Today was a wonderful experience. We had Shah, a member of this community, who was deeply affected from what happened here. Man, we thank him for the strength he had to just talk to us about what's happened here and how he's living now. So this was a very humbling experience for me, Blaze, and the rest of the group here. And Blaze, any thoughts?
I think it's just crazy to think that the atrocities committed here were just acts of senseless violence. We learned the other day that HAMAS in Hebrew means wild violence. It's crazy to think that we're just a couple kilometers away from Gaza and we're seeing just the effects of that war as Israel and the IDF are trying to bring the hostages back. And our hope is that all the hostages do come home. They come home alive, and we're praying for just the IDF. We're praying for people like Shahar and other families who have been either displaced by the war or who have friends and family who are over in Gaza. We just pray for their safe return. So thank you guys all for praying, and thank you for walking with us on this journey in Israel.
Now, again, this was not an underground party. It had all the approvals from the police. It's not like some people talked about, like drugs and illegal and stuff. No, it's like people who came for a music festival. The Nova is just like almost a quote-unquote clan of people who like just like parties outdoor, and they do it in different countries and different locations every month or so. And they came to celebrate. Okay, it's not just like, it's not a rave. Okay, it's a party. Okay, and you had people from all different, walks of life and ages. Sadly, there is a story of a father that his daughter was handicapped. She had Down syndrome and many problems, and he would bring her to all the parties in a special car with a wheelchair, just because that was their thing. And they were actually missing for more than a day, and when they had found the body, the dead body sadly, of one, they knew that the other would be close by. The level of brutality, of inhumane brutality, is just, you cannot understand. The ambulance story is what I told you about the paramedic, the Arab Muslim paramedic. That's here. Don't care. You're Muslim. There was even the man who just was working as a public transportation. Just someone paid him to bring that group to the party. Arab Muslim, he was accidentally here. He was also shot and killed. And this is just to show you, we are talking that we are just 3 miles from the border. Add another half a mile and you get to the two camps. Okay, the 2 parts of Gaza. Those are the only 2 places that so far the Israeli army, the IDF, hadn't worked. Okay, hadn't done any thing. So there are very strong indications that there are the hostages. Sorry. Are there. They changed there was another map over here to show you that you had people, or they had found, sadly, corpses all around. Okay, if you saw videos about Israel is running and it's like all barren, it looks like almost a desert, so it's just on the other side of the road trying to get down here. And you had people that actually on Shabbat opened their villages and tried to help those people that were running. And you have many stories of different people that risked their life to come in, take people, go back, and they did a few rounds and then sadly were shot in one of those attempts. People who saved 10, 14, 40, 20, just like this, just risking their life. And you know, people who came here just after October 7th, everything was filled with holes. The toilets were filled with holes, the bar, the everything. Okay, they just wanted to make sure that they kill whoever they find.
We have Akaya here, and she's going to talk to us about where we just were. So talk to us, Akaya.
Yeah, so we were at the site of the Nova Music Festival today, and it was an overwhelming experience to just set our feet on a place where over 300 people were murdered by Hamas terrorists on October 7th. And it was very emotional, shed some tears, but so grateful for the opportunity to really connect with the story, which goes just beyond hearing like how many people died, but seeing the pictures and the faces and all of those who were there to honor their lives. And to just hope for a better future for Israel and for the Palestinians, just a few short miles away from there, that hopefully they can find a way to just have peace and to get along.
Yeah, thank you, Kaya. All right, so we are in the valley where it is believed that David and Goliath had their battle. Kayla, how you feeling?
Great, because I got a stone from where David would have gotten a stone to kill Goliath.
That's right. So actually what we've learned is that the Philistines came from there in that direction. And if you look down here in this direction, that's where the Israelites came from. And from all the way down there, that tip right there is where Bethlehem is. So, you know, a big takeaway is that, you know, no matter what giant is in front of you, there's a guy that's always going to be bigger, and he will always conquer whatever it is that's in front of you.
Amen.
So, God bless y'all. And, man, I am just blessed to be here.